This portion of the Southern Rock Racing post-race show is brought to you by Super ATV. How's everybody doing? My name is Dave Z, and we have
Towel Touchstone,
Nick Cork Burner,
and we are bringing you the third race of the Super ATV Northern Series post-race show.
That's right.
We were at Powerline Park in St. Clairsville, Ohio this past weekend, and what a show it was.
beautiful weather. I mean, just fabulous weather.
Best weather we've had yet. It was cool 55 in the morning time.
It was wonderful.
We got there early and did a lot of work.
Now, for those of you who haven't been following, for the three of you who haven't been following the season, we've had some pretty crappy weather all season.
Leave with rain, mud.
Can't fight the weather.
Nope.
Well, when I pulled up, I came late. It was just sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. I knew it was going to be one heck of a weekend, but I had no idea.
Right.
That's a heck of a course that Clyde put together, too.
Sure did.
You know,
Big hills, mud, turnarounds. I mean, it's just...
after Cable Hill, now I know everybody by now has seen all the videos out there.
Oh, yeah.
If you weren't there. But after Cable Hill beatdowns, this was just an unbelievable change of pace.
That's right.
A nice, extremely, as far as the bouncers go, just a power course.
Right.
UTVs, they went on up that hill pretty
They
quick.
got off in the
thought.
woods, fought trees, fought off campers, fought mud hove.
Got stuck.
There was
some of them came back.
there was a spring that ran through there and just supplied that mud hole.
Kept
And
it wet.
it was just nasty.
Bigger and bigger.
They come down a hill, hit a mud hole, and then they had to turn it back, hit it again. It was...
Yep. But it was, what was it taking? Most of them, a little over 100 and... About 130, anywhere from 150, something
yeah.
like that.
Really solid woods course.
It was a good woods course.
Yep.
But I was really hoping that the bouncer course was going to be like a drag strip, and Clyde didn't disappoint. This thing was brutal. Now, as far as the UTVs go, what happened? I mean, what was the highlight of the day for you?
Mine was Devin, local boy.
That's what I was going to say. I was over
I mean,
talking to this local boy, and he said it was his first race, and I didn't even know his name. You know, he was like, "What's my running order?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" And anyway, I'm like, "Oh, okay. You're such and such." You know, I gave him his order, and then man, that boy put on a show in that 900.
Well, everybody always knows in every form of racing, it's always you want to have big power and blah 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 and this and that and this.
I disagree.
Showed out.
It's
900 driver.
900 all in thousands went down.
Clyde always puts together good races that it tries to keep it equal. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And I really think it did a good job.
I do too.
All I heard from the last two races from a bunch of drivers was they wanted a solid woods course.
That's right.
And they got themselves a solid.
Well, I think they liked. I think they really liked the both.
Yeah, they had a good hill to start with.
They got a big up, a big down at the end. You know, beginning and end, you got huge up, big down, and then through the woods you had driving. You know.
Yep.
Bad off-camera stuff, and
I thought I saw an amazing course over at Grey Rock, but I'm going to tell you right now, he outdid himself.
This one was awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Good job, Clyde, wherever you are.
Yep. He did a great job. We'll be right back. Y'all tune in. I'd like to welcome you back to the UTV post show from Powerline Park up in St. Clairsville, Ohio. We had a great weekend. Weather was wonderful. What'd you think about it, Dave?
I should have flown down. That's what I thought about it.
It's a long drive,
that's
ain't it,
right.
son?
Now I know, but you know what? I'm not gonna cry about it. We have the Texas boys who roll up week after week.
We got them all over the country. I mean,
we have the New Hampshire folks. We have people from Kansas. We have people from all over the place. So what am I going to cry about a 10-hour drive?
Yeah, it's just because
we
you're by yourself.
We're
right?
just not going to listen.
Exactly.
Let's talk about some of these points or the how the races turned out this weekend.
Man, there was some pretty tight scores on this one, I believe.
Brandon Davis. Brandon's been clawing. He's been knocking at the door all season, and this was his kind of course.
Oh yeah, Brandon likes running.
He's a good driver. Went up the hill fast. Came down the hill fast.
Yeah, he did come down fast.
He had a pretty smooth run, but Danny Smith in a loner.
A loner.
And I'm going to call this a white knuckle loner because the owner of this UTV was just the entire time. You couldn't even talk to him before Danny ran.
Right. It was a long
running.
139.68 seconds. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he was squeezing tight because Lindsay was on the phone with him. She didn't
know yet.
You didn't get permission.
She still doesn't know.
Hate that for him, but anyway, we got the top 5 here. We're working our way up. It's Brandon Davis,
how
Danny
close?
Smith, Matt Myrick. He was in a loner too.
Brian McVeigh.
Flying Brian loaned him his, and it looks like Matt flew it because he beat Danny by 1/100th
of a second
in your loner. But I heard something about Danny going around a tree twice, so
I was a little worried.
that's racing. He just didn't break nothing. The wheel just kind of turned him around a tree.
Danny's having a lot of fun.
Danny
Always has fun in the razors.
But anyway, and then we get up here to this local boy that I met.
I mean, I love it.
In a 900.
Eozzo.
E-O-Z-Z-O. Eozzo. So anyway,
he didn't.
That boy brought it in there with a
scared.
131.25.
In a 900.
100.
Talking about a smile.
Yeah.
He was
ear to ear.
Yeah, I even gave him a boy at the end of it.
Crowd
So he
favorite,
said he came from
local boy.
motocross, and this was his first race, and I was really impressed.
Well, apparently he had.
Actually, I found me a driver. I was looking for somebody to sponsor. I found him.
Yeah,
he was looking.
Oh, he'll be calling me now.
He was there last year.
He was.
And
just
saw
watching.
Just watching, and said next year I'm gonna race side by sides, and
okay.
comes out there and
He did
second
it.
place. Hey.
All right,
It's
so
impressive.
anyway, on up there, everybody
You know
knows
that
who
guy?
won the race. Timmy, TC Racing. I mean,
He's been around a little bit.
yeah, he's a good driver too. He knows how to do it, and I could pretty much tell going up that hill and coming down that hill that was fast.
He's smooth.
Now, right before he came down the hill, the way the course was set up, you have to power through it before, about 10 seconds before you start coming down the hill. You hear it.
Right.
And Timmy
The difference.
started blipping his, and everybody looked at the clock, and then started looking around, and when he came down the hill, that was one blistering run. It was just extremely impressive.
I talked to a
Great
lot of
show.
the drivers, and I'm real close with Danny, and we talk to Timmy a lot. But the guys that can hold it on the downhill,
Are typically.
I mean, it's hard not to hold the brake going down the hill,
Yeah.
and those are big hills.
And then turns.
And the guys that can run in the gas, or at least free rolling it down the monster hills,
and a hard left.
and then a hard left, those are the ones that can hang the
That's
times
right.
up.
So, anyway, Timmy came in with a good 119.17, which was a pretty good run. That's a quick run.
11 seconds,
11 seconds faster than Devin. But heads up. Again.
Which before commercial, I'm just going to tell you right now, the point series has been shaken up.
Yeah, the NCB Cup is close.
It's been close all season, but right now, the cream is rising to the top. But you know what? They're all rising to the top.
Let's show them some video, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the season points. We'll be right back.
All right.
I want to welcome everybody back to the post-race show of the Super ATV Northern Series.
That's right.
Powerline Park, huh?
Right. Dave. It was a great event.
It was an amazing event. I had a wonderful time this weekend.
Nice and cool.
We were about to talk about some points, and I was really excited about how close it was. Y'all know how I'm one of those degenerative gamblers, and I used to play the sports book back in the day, but that I really can't talk about that. Clyde doesn't like me talking about that. So, but this series has been so close all season, Tal.
Yep.
Well, this is our last post race show before the finals.
That's right.
So.
And I think we had a lead change in the points.
Let's run through all top 10. How about that?
Well, talking about top 10, we've got three. We've got
Four.
Four.
Think. One.
There's only
two, three.
Three.
No. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Three.
Okay.
Mark.
We've got three. We've got three.
3 Martins
in the top 10, representing close to my heart,
West Tennessee, right out of Mumford. They doing pretty good. So down there at the bottom, we got Cody Martin. He's holding in 10th, but he's only 1 point behind the man Danny Smith.
Danny Smith,
that's in 9th with 158 points. Then we step on up a little bit with who?
Josh Chapman.
Yep. He's got 177 points. Then there comes that next Martin, the old man Slade.
Old Papa Slade.
He's hanging in there at 190. And
Slade had a good time after the races. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. But then Slade's holding good there with Brandon there, and that
right there with Brandon Davis.
He's with Brandon Davis, only 1 point. So, man, then we get up there to the top 5, and it gets even a little tighter.
Yep.
Who's in 5?
Old busted knuckle, Matt Myrick.
And he hung on to that. Did that change? Do you know? Did he move up?
I think he stayed about 5th. I think 1 through 5. The only change was 1 and 2.
He might be a contender for Rookie of the Year.
1 and 2.
Myrick?
Oh, Matt.
He is a rookie, isn't he? He just been watching a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, he's been watching.
Doing a great job this year.
I don't know if you can call him a true rookie.
True.
To just show up. But anyway, then there's that old hill killing.
Will Hoyt.
Oh, Stacy.
Will Hoyt.
He's a hill killer and a tree hugger.
And this is where it gets serious.
He's up there. He's in 4th place.
4th through 1st. There's still
now write down these points. Write down these points.
So Stacy's at 221 in 4th place. Then there's that other Martin boy been running that long bed and running it good and strong.
He's a good driver.
He's at 247. And then it really gets tight between there and
Off-Road Beast.
Justin Pierpoint dropped into 2nd behind the one and only Timmy Cameron. But
if you look at the top 4 in points,
it's really close.
It's anybody's game.
This is a gambler's dream. Not that I'm thinking about that. I'm working the program, Nick.
You running something on the side?
No, we can't.
Okay.
I don't do that. I don't do that anymore.
All right. I'm going to check into it.
But it is, we're talking about 262 points that Timmy has in the lead versus...
That's 3 points over Pierre. 3.
Yeah. And then you're looking at 4th place at 221 points. It is anybody's ball game.
They're going to be running hard at Hot Springs.
Yep.
So run hard.
Everybody knows the finals are in Super Lift at
October
Springs.
Hot Springs ORV.
October 7th and 8th.
Look forward to seeing everybody there.
And then we want to thank Go Forth and Interco and National Tire and Wheel for the race at Powerline. They threw in a little cash to help the drivers with the
fuel.
The top 10,
there.
I believe, just for fuel. Little fuel card bonus kind of thing.
And talking about throwing in
everything
a little cash.
Right. We had a couple guys step up and try to.
There was a little bounty hill action going on.
That didn't cost me $100, did it?
No, I think it did cost you $100.
It may have costed him $100.
Oh.
Thanks for being
Thank you, Tal.
You're all welcome.
Tal was one of the first ones to step on up.
No, I wasn't the first one. I just finally decided.
One of the first ones.
We had
what did we come up with?
The Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, my man, right? Team Waldy came up with some.
Puerto Rican guys step up. They throw in a little cash. There was a lot
We
of guys.
kept doing a little announcing. We got another this and that.
A couple local glass guys. I remember they threw in a little. Tao threw in some.
How much did we end up with?
If I remember right, it was $450 and $250, $700.
Something
I think it was $800. I think we got up to $800.
I believe it was close to
$700. I think it was
$700. It was $7.
But they did it. They organized it, and they set dead rules on. First one up got this much. Second one got up this much. If they didn't make it, then whoever made it,
That's right.
they did a good job.
Long story short, we had 3 takers to climb the nasty bouncer hill, the second bouncer hill.
That's right.
It was a slab.
And rules were: first one up
Got first place.
Second one up got the second piece of money.
That's right.
Tell them what happened.
And Michael O'Brien, I tell you what, he's got that new rig built by ORB, I believe. And
Last weekend he had tore the whole
he tore a bunch of stuff, put it right back together.
That rig is just working.
It's a monster.
Look,
it's a hill killer.
It really is a hill killer. He just took it about 30 feet up the hill.
Yeah, he rolled up it, rolled back down, and then found a line, and then bam, ran
it was amazing.
He was gone. So
and then we had young CJ.
CJ tried it in a loaner.
And
that didn't work out, but he's a back and forth.
It was on a small tire. It wasn't set up for our type.
Right.
It was a GNCC.
Wasn't it running only on 3-wheel drive?
I think it was
at the end of it, by the time it was done, I believe he had 3-wheel drive. But
he did a great job backing up, though.
But our hometown hero from Mumford, Tennessee, Little Garrett, Martin.
He went up it.
And that was pretty cool. It was a great time.
He run it good.
So anyway, it was great weather. Power line's behind us now. We're moving on to the finals here, and what?
And the finals, don't forget, we're giving away a 2016 Polaris Razor to the winner of these guys.
That's right.
Brought to you by Abernathy's.
Abernathy's is putting it up.
The NCB Cup.
It's gonna be an amazing time. We had such a good time at Powerline Park, hanging out with all of you. What you got to say to everybody, Tal?
Man, I just appreciate everybody coming out. Look forward to seeing everybody at the finals. It's going to be one heck of a show. I'm sure Clyde's going to find a couple of more real good hills, and I'm sure we'll have another good woods course.
And don't forget the friend Stacy Wilhu.
Wilhu will be there
on Facebook.
Stay tuned for our next pre-race.
And John Wayne. Now he'll have John Wayne with him.
John Wayne, good dog. We'll see you soon.
Here he comes, if you don't know it. Woo!